Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children, how you folks doing? I don't say children of all ages anymore because that ain't accurate. I sometimes swear in these streams. How you guys doing? Welcome here to the live stream. My name's Conman167. It's good to have you. We're live here today with New Year's Revolution 2006. The Elimination Chamber match continues to be put here on the channel. We're in Elimination Chamber month, everybody, and it's going to be a good show today. This is our final live stream of the month for Elimination Chamber throwback streams, because next week we are actually going to get the brand new 2021 Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. So that's coming in just a little bit of time. But everybody, let's get right into this thing. It is time for your Conman Certified roll call. So who do we got in here today? We got ourselves Big Tiger. How you doing? We got Desmond A. Welcome to the stream. Cubs fan 16. How you doing? We got J Money Jeff up in here. We got TCS Gaming. We got Isaac Roa. We got Manuel Peccio. How you doing, Byronite? Nice to have you. We got ourselves Kakapopo up in here. We got Trey Ratliff. How you doing, Trey? We got Adam H. We got Ahmed Smiles. Welcome to the stream. Jared Valerio. Alox7. How you doing, my man? Dropping that 28 bomb. I appreciate that. Judy Freeman's in here. We got ourselves Let's Go. We got Ballard Club in here. We got Jose Gonzalez Lopez. I don't know how to pronounce that other name right there. We got Goku up in here as well. Steve Taylor, King of Fate. How you doing? DJ David. Welcome to the stream. We got Sub Me. Welcome to the stream, my friend. We got Raphael Jims. We got Endrit Emery and so many other people like Tech Space, Wrestling Fan, Robbie, and Anthony Dwyer. Welcome to the stream, everybody. All right. If you don't know what we do here, everybody, we sync up our WWE networks, and I play the time over on the screen over there, and we watch the show together. So right now, I'm going to give you just a moment or two to pull up the WWE network, and today we are watching New Year's Revolution 2006, okay? So if you have the WWE network with New Year's Revolution pulled up, on another screen right now, give me a hell yeah in the live chat. And when we're ready to go, we're going to jump into this thing. We're going to hit play all together. We're going to count it down. You're going to sync up your time to the time on the screen, and we should be all ready to go. All right. Here we go. And I kindly ask everybody, if you're watching along, if you have seen this event before, please avoid spoiling any of the results just because people in the live chat might not have seen it, all right? I will let you guys know I have seen this pay-per-view twice. This is not a new pay-per-view for me. You voted on it, and we're going to check it out together. So here we go, everybody. It is ready. We're ready. We're all ready. Let's click play in 3, 2, 1, go. There we go. We're all synced up. Hey, Brian Schaefer, how you doing, man?
Is the most dangerous match in the history of our industry.
The most dangerous match in the history of our industry, the Elimination Chamber. That was until they put padding down. Hey, safety of performers, always good, but still, they put padding down. Oh, my goodness, everybody. But yeah, I'm excited for this show, I guess you could say. I've seen it multiple times at this point. It's a good show. It's a legitimately good show. So if you guys are wondering, are you in for a treat here tonight, or are you in for a bit of a car wreck? It's a little bit of both, but in a good way. It's a good car wreck, you know? It's the Elimination Chamber WWE Championship on the line. Something special happens at the end of the pay-per-view. I'm not going to spoil. Please don't spoil yourselves as well, guys, if possible. Absolutely, TCS Gaming. Thank you for calling, my man. But it looks like the coins are working, which is good to see, everybody. The coins are good to go. But now what this means is next week, 1 week from today, everybody, we are going to be covering a brand new set of pay-per-views, and we are calling it the March to Mania, okay? So as of next week, Tuesday, February 23rd, we are going to be live streaming WrestleMania 9, I think. I don't know, though. We're going to see. I want to do WrestleMania 9. You guys know it, but it's going to be all based on your guys' votes. I will put 4 options up on the screen that you guys can pick from, but they're all going to be WrestleMania options. So the options are going to be the following: WrestleMania 9, WrestleMania 10, WrestleMania 11, WrestleMania 12. Those are going to be your 4 options that you have right there, everybody. Because I want to get through some WrestleManias on the march to Mania. I want to watch as many of old ones as possible that we can, because the old ones, there's a lot of stuff that I don't know about. I've never seen a lot of the WrestleManias. At least a lot of them prior to WrestleMania 24. I think I haven't seen too many of them prior to WrestleMania 24. I've seen a handful. I've seen WrestleManias 1 through 8 at this point. But then at 9 I haven't seen, and I have seen like, I think 17 I've seen, I think 18 I've seen, and that might be the extent of it. So yeah, I'm excited for it, everybody. So our 4 options are going to be WrestleMania 9, 10, 11, and 12, okay? But we'll see what the crowd is voting on. I do think the best way, everybody, would be for us to watch WrestleMania 9 one week, then WrestleMania 10, then WrestleMania 11, then WrestleMania 12, because we do actually have ourselves quite a long stretch right here. We got the 23rd that we're going to be live. We have the 2nd we're going to be live. We have the 9th we're going to be live. We have the 16th we're going to be live. We have the 23rd. We have the 30th. And then I believe WrestleMania is on the 10th and 11th, correct? So then we would also have the 6th as well. So we got lots of weeks. We might have 6 weeks straight of WrestleManias. So that might be pretty cool. So what would you guys like to do? Would you like for us to watch in order of the WrestleManias? So WrestleMania 9, 10, 11, 12, yada, yada, yada. Or would you guys like to pick the WrestleManias? Say watch in order or pick right here. What are we starting off the show with? Edge, the Rated R Superstar, and Mr. Money in the Bank. Edge. Got a couple people saying pick, a couple people saying in order, in order, in order, in order, in order, watch in order, in order, in order. All right. Cool. Cool, everybody. All right, so next week, it is official. March to Mania begins here on this channel. We are going to be watching WrestleMania 9, one of the worst pay-per-views of all time. And it's going to be fun to shit on it. It's going to be fun to crap all over it. I can't wait. Cool. So we're going to start at WrestleMania 9 and move forward. But now, does Edge have a promo? No, it's Ric Flair. Oh, and everybody, you know Daddy Rick. Big old Daddy Rick. Daddy Rick's got a new baby on the way with Lacey Evans in 2021. Oh, it's Daddy Nature Boy. Woo! He's got his little natures. God. What a god-awful story. God-awful story, everybody. Just absolutely atrocious. Ooh. Hey guys, what do you think? Let's put a poll up here, okay? What's the best Elimination Chamber match of all time? We're going to put 4 Elimination Chamber matches up on the screen, but let's ask you guys, what's the best Elimination Chamber match of all time? I wonder if we can maybe get something here. So, what's the best Elimination Chamber match ever? Ranking every Elimination Chamber match in history. Okay, cool. So, this one right here, BleacherReport.com. I'm just going off of Bleacher Report, seeing what they've got. Oh, Edge attacking Lil Nate. Or actually, that's actual Big Nate. But anyways, Ric Flair being attacked by the Rated R Superstar here to start off this show. Enjoy the show here tonight, guys. I've seen this thing quite a few times. All right, so Raw Elimination Chamber, Survivor Series 2002. That's the Triple H, Booker T, Chris Jericho, Kane, Shawn Michaels, Rob Van Dam. That one we watched 2 weeks ago, I'm pretty sure. The Raw Elimination Chamber from SummerSlam 2003. Triple H versus Goldberg versus Chris Jericho versus Shawn Michaels versus Kevin Nash versus Randy Orton. I'm going to come clean. I've never seen that one. Never seen that one. Raw Elimination Chamber, New Year's Revolution 2005, which is Batista versus Chris Benoit versus Edge versus Jericho versus Orton versus Triple H. There's the Raw Elimination Chamber, No Way Out 2008, the Jeff Hardy versus Jericho, JBL, Shawn Michaels, Triple H, Umaga. That's the one we saw last week. And to round out the top 5 right here, they are finishing it off with the Raw Elimination Chamber from No Way Out 2009. John Cena versus Edge versus Jericho versus Mike Knox versus Kane versus Rey Mysterio. Very interesting stuff, guys. All right, we got some donations, so let's get around to them right now. So Lux7, my man, thank you for your support. And he says, nothing. He just decided to drop a 28 bomb. Well, I appreciate it, buddy. Thank you, dude. And he wanted Sting. You know it. It's Sting! Big suplex to Flair on the outside of the ring. You remember Mike Knox, eh? Yeah. Oh, yeah. And then Jordan Williams over here says, February 23rd is my 23rd birthday. Raw to start and Mania to end. Wait. So February 23rd... Oh, wait, what? No, I'm not following Jordan Williams. So February 23rd is your birthday. That's awesome. Mania to... Oh, I'm not following. I'm not following. It's your birthday on there, but Raw to start, Mania to end. I'm not following Jordan Williams. Am I sounding really stupid? I think I am. I'm trying to think. You're in the UK, so Raw would air late, so it'd begin early. Ah, that's what you're referencing. It begins really early on your birthday, right? Raw, because you're in the UK, it airs really early on your birthday, and then you're going to end with Mania with our live stream here. Now I'm following. I get you, Jordan Williams. We can definitely get a poll up here today, guys. But I don't know what the poll's going to be. Generally speaking, we do the poll asking you guys, what show would you like to see? Oh, but hopefully you guys are watching along right now. If you'd like to sync up your time over there, we're at 9 minutes and 30 seconds into the show so far. We're currently watching Edge versus Ric Flair. Woo! All right. But Edge with a side headlock locked in on Ric Flair, and there's a right hand to the face. And now Edge is going to hop right back up. And look at Edge, man. So this would have been the start of Edge's breakthrough into the main event, right? Yeah, 2006. Edge would have been positioned as Money in the Bank winner right here because obviously that's his current character. He's Money in the Bank winner. Edge's underwear. Edge has got a little bit of a thong. Yo, Edge be rocking a thong. All right, Edge. What you doing there, bud? He be rocking a big old thong. A thongy thong thong. You know what, Steve Taylor? I'm going to go out on a limb and say it's because we have seen everything possible inside of the chamber. Maybe not completely everything possible, but for the most part, we've seen, like, everything. Let's change that to yellow. I feel like that yellow is going to be a little bit, maybe orange? Yeah, orange is going to look a little bit better, I think. Yeah, let's go with that. But yeah, I think that we've seen most of the stuff inside of the Elimination Chamber that we can. You're right, taking the grit away definitely didn't help. Taking like the look of just the viciousness of it did not help either. Making it safer is definitely nicer for the performers inside of it, but like, you know what I mean. It doesn't give it that same vibe. It'd be like Hell in a Cell, right? Putting padding on the top of the cage just because you know, you're gonna do a slam up on the cage and you don't want them to get hurt, right? To an extent, like, you know, I get why they're doing it. But it does feel like they've probably reached the end of like the moments that they can truly create in it. There might be a few good moments that they've got left, but the novelty is kind of worn off. And I think WWE needs to stop resting on their laurels. That's what they've been doing for the last, 13, 14, 15 years? When was the last time they truly came up with something unique? Like, truly groundbreaking and unique. They tried with the, they tried bringing back that Punjabi prison match with Jinder Mahal. They tried bringing that back, but the problem is that it was a failure in its first time, so it was a failure in its second time as well. I don't know what else to say about it, but WWE, I hope that they can try to think of something innovative, something different, something new, and let it run. Be willing to try something new. Be willing for things to kind of be, I don't know, criticized, but criticized for the right reasons. I'd rather be criticized for trying something new than be criticized for doing the same old every single week, right? Also, really cool that we got ourselves Joey Styles on commentary here tonight. Oh my God! Joey Styles, right? Oh, Ric Flair, man. Why was he just gyrating towards Lita? Oh, Lita brought inside the ring. Lita. Ric Flair looking to potentially wrap her up. Oh my God. Stop humping her. Stop it. And now he's got himself the figure 4 leg lock locked in deep on Lita, but Edge to the face of Ric Flair with the Money in the Bank briefcase. We got a disqualification and Edge is busted wide open. Or sorry, Ric Flair is busted wide open. My God, Ric Flair just bled a lot back in the day, didn't he? We're still getting DQ finishes in 2006. Nothing's really changed with the WWE, eh? Ric Flair busted wide open, though. This is Kruna, by the way. Well, how you doing, Kruna? Good to see you, buddy. Good to have you. Ric Flair still retains the title with that right there. All right. Man, Ric Flair is a bloody mess, isn't he? We got ourselves a 3-bomb over here from Brian Schaefer. How you doing, Mr. Brian? And he says, damn Lucha, Lucha, damn Lucha, damn Lucha, damn Lucha. Thank you, Brian. Oh, wait, hang on. Edge lining it up.
Damn.
Edge, another shot with the briefcase. Oh, no. Wow, he's bleeding bad. Ugh. That looked like that hurt. How many people in here have seen this pay-per-view before? If you have, say me. Or raise your hand or something like that if you've seen this pay-per-view before. I have. A couple times. We got lots of me's. Decent amount of me's, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Not all the way through. Okay, cool. So, definitely that's something to try to keep in mind in the future, guys. Like, I know a lot of us have probably seen most of the pay-per-views. I don't know what your guys' viewing habits have been like. I know that I'm missing a good amount of pay-per-views from my wrestling knowledge, I guess you can say. And I do want to learn more about them. So, one thing to definitely keep in mind here, everybody, when we're voting for pay-per-views in the future, especially once we get past the March to Mania, once we get past WrestleMania season, then we start doing random pay-per-views that are just all over the place. I'm going to try to pick pay-per-views that I personally have not seen, and then offer them out to you guys as potential things we can watch together, right? I just want to try to learn more wrestling, and I hope that you guys are willing to learn more wrestling yourselves. Here's Kurt Angle.
Kurt, later tonight, you'll participate in your first ever Elimination Chamber match for the WWE title. What's going through your head right now?
Well, before I get into that, first of all, I'd like to say that I hope the U.S. loses the war in Iraq.
Me too.
And while I'm at it, I think the greatest country in the world is France. What do you think?
Oui, oui.
And you know, truth be told, I'm not a very big fan of the black people. And if I would go back in time, the one person in history I'd like to make tap out would have to be Jesus.
Who do you ever beat?
Kurt, what are you talking about? What are you?
The point is, I can say anything I want to these idiots, and they'll still cheer for me. Sure, when I first come out, they'll chant, "You suck." But after a couple seconds, I got them in the palm of my hands. They give me a standing ovation every time. And why is that? It's like a dog knows when a storm's coming in. Everyone, all these fans know that I am the greatest wrestler in the world. I'm better than Cena. I beat Shawn Michaels and Kane at WrestleMania. And Chris Masters and Carlito aren't even in my league.
Not even close.
No, I won my very first title right here in Albany. And tonight, I'm gonna do it again. Yeah!
Well, say what you want about Kurt Angle.
Yeah, yeah. WWE, you know, like, this is, yeah. All right. That was unnecessary. Incredibly unnecessary. I get what he was trying to make, like the point that he was trying to make in the promo. He could literally say anything and the fans are still going to cheer for him. But that's not necessarily a good thing. It was 2006, different times, not justifying it whatsoever. Different times, but man, oh man. The amount of racism that WWE used to show on their shows, incredible. Incredible stuff. When Vince McMahon, the boss, the owner himself, dropped the N-word on live TV, you know there's some issues that run deep. All right, here we go.
Behold the king of kings.
We got a Midi over here.
On your knees, dog.
Whoa. Oh, Trish versus Mickie. Okay, guys. Trish versus Mickie. Bow down to the king.
As some know, for weeks I've been trying to tutor at my old high school for weeks now as a volunteer. So today I officially got the job and I'm so happy.
Congratulations, Midi, man. That's incredible stuff, dude. You've been trying to get a role as a volunteer. So, my man, that is awesome. Congratulations, dude. Congratulations, Midi. This story between Trish Stratus and Mickie James was good, wasn't it? It was actually really good. You guys remember the one thing from it, though? You remember that part from Mickie James? Like, goodness gracious. Is that at this one, or is that the WrestleMania match?
I have a match against Victoria for the #1 contender.
Either Victoria or Mickie James will face the WWE Women's Champion at New Year's Revolution. What a DDT!
I can't remember. It was WrestleMania. It's the Mania match? Okay. All right. This is the D. I'm actually not going to say. Never mind. Don't want to spoil it for people. I'm pretty sure I remember what happens with this one as well.
Such an honor. And if quite possibly could be even more of an honor if I actually win the I was gonna say it would be even more of an honor to actually be in the ring with you one-on-one.
Cool. They did. This was a good story, guys.
Trish, I mean seriously.
This is really a good story.
I know, but Trish.
Ross's perfect streak is over. He's not here. Oh, no. Did Ross Blocks miss out on the stream? Oh, he's been such a dedicated viewer. That sucks, Ross Blocks. His streak is over. Not sure what's more depressing, Ross Blocks' streak or Raul Kapar's streak being over. Not sure which one.
Champion for over a year now. I know what I gotta do when I face her.
All right, let's get this match underway. Trish Stratus versus Mickie James. And everybody, if you'd like to watch along, you can sync up your WWE networks. You see over there on the far side of the screen, we got ourselves the time that we are currently at, which is 21 minutes and 46.78 seconds right there. So make sure you sync up your screen and watch along with us. Also, everybody, if you're enjoying the show, please make sure you leave a like on this video. Also, making sure you're subscribed. Trish Stratus was so good, though. I know we've gotten to see Trish Stratus versus Charlotte Flair. We clearly didn't get to see prime Trish Stratus versus prime Charlotte Flair, but, like, you know, it's one of those things that if you would have plugged Trish Stratus in the current day of wrestlers, she still would have been a star. Without a doubt, she still would have been a star. She would have been... honestly, guys, even a bigger star in the current day and age, I would say, as opposed to, like, she was still arguably the greatest women's wrestler who ever lived, right? Maybe not exactly that, but one of the best WWE female superstars that have ever lived. And it just would be incredible. Imagine if she had people like Bayley, Sasha Banks, Asuka, Alexa Bliss, obviously Charlotte Flair, Peyton Royce, Lacey Evans, the list goes on and on and on and on and on. Like the division that we currently have, Nia Jax, Shayna Baszler. Can you imagine Trish Stratus plugged in with all of them in her prime? It would have been so good. You can say the same about Lita. Imagine Lita plugged in here at her prime. Here's the problem, though. Lita very much so got over because of her backstage antics with Matt Hardy and Edge and all of that stuff. She got over because fans started chanting slut at her. That's what happened. And then there was live sex celebrations that she clearly did not want to do and all this stuff, and she ended up getting over because of the amount of crap that she went through. And then fans finally reached a point where they're like, okay, let's root for Lita. Let's cheer for Lita. I'm pretty sure, didn't Lita, in her final match, did she win or lose the championship? What was it? Or she was in somebody's final match and either won or lost a championship. I can't remember what it was, but like she was detested for so long. Like full-blown hated by the fans. Lost to Mickie James, is that what it was? Also, speaking of Mickie James, we really need to treat her like a legend because, like, it's ridiculous that WWE just casts her off to the side and treats her like she's nothing. She's an actual legend in the business. All right, everybody, we got ourselves a 20 bomb from the one and only Jason Barker. How you doing, buddy? Good to have you. Good to have you, man.
Man, I get what WWE was trying to do. They were trying to be funny and in the time they were, but I think some of the jokes they told could still be told in 2021. As long as people aren't as overly sensitive.
Racism has no place inside of wrestling, if that's what you're trying to say there, Barker, and I don't believe that's what you're trying to say. But I know that it's coming from the fact that Kurt Angle used that line right there in that last promo, right? And it got a pop, no doubt. Not a pop, but it got a reaction, no doubt about it. It has no place inside of wrestling in the current day and age. There's definitely some jokes that were told back in the day that still could be told these days, but the racism stuff needs to be kept way away from wrestling. It's sad that it was actually ever brought in, right? It's not that long ago. Not that long ago. You know, this is only 2006, right? But yeah, I get what you're saying. There's definitely some jokes that were told back in the day that were a little bit of pushing the line, but not necessarily truly offensive. They just pushed the boundaries in the line a little bit. But the racism definitely does not belong. It should never have belonged. I can't believe it ever belonged. I can't believe it was ever used and written just as a cheap pop. Like that part is crazy to me. It was literally written for cheap pops, and I get it. Wrestling is supposed to draw emotions out of people, but like that's I don't know. That's tough. And then again, also, like, you got to say, if we're getting even deeper into it, you know, if we're talking about, like, racism in WWE, well, xenophobia inside of WWE, the foreign heels, everybody who isn't from America is bad and evil, right? Like, that's a theme that has been in WWE for quite some time as well. And, like, I get it, once again, to draw emotions from the crowd, to get you invested in a match and to root for the good guy, but it's just very interesting that these are the directions WWE chooses to go into time and time again, or at least used to. They don't do it as often anymore, which is really good to see. But, you know, the idea of the foreign heel is still a concept that's around big time. To be fair, Carlito was a face for a while. Oh, definitely, guys. Like, I'm not saying this is everything that I'm saying is, like, to the book, it has to follow this code or it follows this exact direction. No, nothing like that. Definitely there's exceptions no matter where you look. Not everybody who is not from America is a heel. Like, they've got a lot of baby faces that aren't from America, right? That's a big thing. But, like, the idea of, like, a character being the foreign heel just because you're not from there, that's a part that's been around for a long time, and it's just a very, very interesting thing that WWE relies on, just kind of like they relied on racism there for cheap pops. The Triple H Booker T storyline, people like you don't beat people like me, or something like that. Isn't that the line that Triple H used in the Booker T storyline? And Booker T lost. You know, like, goodness gracious.
You know, sometimes when you get on the big stage and such a big night, you can get caught up in the moment, caught up in how big the event is.
Oh, what a chop from Trish.
Now, in my opinion, is getting caught up in that action.
Listen to these chops.
Woo! Mickie James getting chopped to all. What am I trying to say? Mickie James getting chopped to all hell is what I was trying to say, yeah. Boom! Spinebuster! Wow, what a spinebuster from Trish. That's incredible, man. Like, do you think they really... like, goodness gracious. They did Mickie James so dirty with her outfit, didn't they? Did her so dirty with her outfit. A short skirt with, like, barely anything on underneath. Did her so dirty to wrestle in. All right, everybody. What do you think we should put up for a poll over here? What do you guys think? But I think earlier, my friends, we got ourselves a new boss in the name of Lux 7. And then it looks like Lux 7 is still the boss right now. There we go. Lux 7, you're now an 11-time Boss Battle champion. Mickie James to the cover. 2, 3. Oh! Trish kicked out. That was close. That was really close. Trish kicked out at like 2 9/10, man. Mickie James in trouble. Trish Stratus up. Looking for the Stratusfaction. She can't land it, though. Mickie James, Mick kick. Misses that one. Trish Stratus with the chick kick. That's it. 1, 2, 3. Trish Stratus retains. Oh. Trish Stratus. There you go. That was a good fight. That was a good fight. That would have belonged in 2021. That match absolutely would have belonged with just a little bit of ring attire. A little bit better of ring attire for Mickie James. And then there you go. That match belongs. Trish Stratus's look still works in 2021, by the way. Like, you could literally plug that character of Trish Stratus and plug her into 2021. She would work. She would still work. She's a little on the sexualized side, but I think that's part of her character. She's kind of like what Mandy Rose could have been if WWE didn't really go about messing up the Mandy Rose character. I don't know what they did to Mandy Rose, Like, what happened with Mandy Rose? But anyways, there you go.
On WWE.com, you can hear from the winners and losers all night long. But that match right there, I'll be interested to see what these two women have to say.
Yes, I did, Kakapopo. Sucks that we never got that one.
Hi, I'm Maria, and I'm here to interview one of the divas in the Gauntlet Bra and Panty match.
Oh my god, we got a bra and
Maria.
panties match tonight.
But
Yay!
you have what it takes to
God,
take
embarrassing
all the other
times.
divas' clothes off? Well, gee, Maria, I really didn't think you'd start with such a hard question. But yeah, I definitely think I could take all their clothes off till the only clothes I have left are...
Will somebody, please tell me why we are wasting valuable interview time on you when Gregory Helms is about to have his first pay-per-view match of 2006. I got some bad news for you, Maria. When you do have your little bra and panties match, Jerry Lawler ain't gonna be out there to do his creepy, oh, dirty man, puppies routine. Because I'm about to send his ass to the hospital.
Shelton Benjamin's mom! Yeah! I want Shelton Benjamin's mom back in WWE. Put her with the Hurt Business.
Defending your Intercontinental title. That was last year. Now you ain't doing nothing. But don't you worry, your mama's here. And everything gonna change. Now, have you eaten?
Yeah, I had a protein bar earlier.
That ain't nothing. That's why you ain't been winning no matches right now, because you ain't eating right. Where's the food?
Catering's right down here.
Okay. Now you go to your locker, and your mama gonna go get you something nice to eat.
You know, I'm not really hungry.
Who you talking to?
Yes, ma'am.
Act like you don't know who I am.
Oh, I love Shelton Benjamin's mom in terms of like the character. It was such a great character, man.
Look, we're just gonna answer a couple questions just about your match tonight with Flair.
Flair, I don't care about Flair. Okay? I'm done with that. I got bigger things on my mind.
I want her in the Hurt Business. Can we have Shelton Benjamin's mom in the Hurt Business? Like, I just want to see like MVP, Bobby Lashley, Cedric Alexander, and Shelton Benjamin walk out. Okay, they've got their suits on, looking dapper as hell, and then all of a sudden they just part like to the side, and Shelton's mom comes walking right through in a custom-made suit for herself, looking tough as nails, and basically saying, "Funk is on a roll, funk is on a roll, funk is on the roll. Somebody better call my mama up in here. Ow! Somebody call my mama. Somebody call my mama. Somebody call my mama. Somebody call my mama." That's what I want. That's what I want. Jerry the King Lawler in the ring now. Khan's lost it again. Pretty much. Here it comes. Gregory Helms. What'd you guys think about Gregory Helms? I thought he was actually a cool character. Gregory Helms is the character I grew up around. I didn't grow up around Hurricane. I didn't grow up around that. I grew up around Gregory Helms. This is the character I know. Hey, Jack, how are you, man? Good to have you. Welcome to the stream. And Matthew Grantland is in here as well. How you doing, Matthew Grantland? Yes, a.k.a. the Hurricane. Raul says, so it turns out I was wrong. I'm actually here. Well, Raul, welcome to the stream, my man. But I want to ask you guys some sort of poll question. Like, I want to ask something over here, but I don't know what to ask. Any suggestions for a poll here today, everybody? Because, Raul, you missed it as well. We are going to be streaming WrestleMania 9 next week. Then the week after that, WrestleMania 10. The week after that, WrestleMania 11. The week after that, WrestleMania 12. And we're just going to march till WrestleMania. So it's going to be called the March to Mania. And we're just going to start at 9, and we're just going to keep rolling through until we run out of weeks to stream. I think we got 6 weeks of WrestleManias in a row. Cool. Big deep arm drag from Gregory Helms. Yes, the March to Mania. Oh, yeah. Poll for best WrestleMania? Okay, yeah, sure. Poll for the best WrestleMania. Greatest WrestleMania of all time. So, greatest of all time. It's either going to be... Okay, so the WrestleManias that are probably in consideration, everybody, for the greatest WrestleManias of all time. Once again, thanks to our handy friends over at Bleacher Report. By the way, guys, if you don't know this, Bleacher Report's wrestling articles are the reason I became a wrestling, I guess you could say commentator. They're the reason I broke into like the deeper part of the business in wrestling. If it weren't for their Monday Night Raw grade reviews back in like 2010, I would not have been doing this. I would not have ever found the deeper world of wrestling. So huge shout out to Bleacher Report over there. But anyways, so
That's why me and Gregory Helms have a lot in common. You two guys are thick as thieves, and we sure are. And I didn't use the word thief by
which WrestleMania is that?
Great jabs by the King, and there's that infamous right hand.
So 17. So yeah, WrestleMania 17's got to be one. Mania 17. Mania.
No, the King just wants to make more jokes instead of just being there in the match. How do you like
I hate Roman numerals. I don't know them at all. That's 19. 19, okay. 19, there we go. Mania 19 is a possibility. Who's that over there? Ruben the Dawn Gaming. How you doing, Ruben? Welcome to the channel, my friend. Welcome to the stream. WrestleMania 3 is a possibility. Definitely, yeah. WrestleMania 3 is great. WrestleMania 10? Oh, yeah, WrestleMania 10's a good one. Okay. Mania 10. I don't think I've seen it in its entirety, so that we'll have to watch that one. That's going to be watched, actually, in 2 weeks' time, everybody. Mania 10. What do you guys think? So far we have 4 listed. We have Mania 17, Mania 19, Mania 3, Mania 10, Mania... I know 25 has Taker versus Shawn Michaels. I'm trying to remember what else happened at 25. 24 was Shawn Michaels versus Ric Flair. Okay, let's do 24. 24, 30, and 24 and 30. See what else is on here. Like, because WrestleMania 18's got to be in there as well, right? Here, let's try that. Mania 18. All right, Mania 18, we got 36. No, I'm not going to say 36. No, I'm not going to go ahead and say 36. There was no live crowd. I'm sorry. No matter what, no matter how good the show is, no, not without a live crowd. I can't put that on there. So Mania 35, if you guys wanted that. Okay, 35. Mania 30. Hey, Jordan Williams. Welcome back. Mania 30. Okay, we can only have so many. We got 7 on here. I feel like that's going to be too many. And we don't even have 24 on there yet. Mania 24. Is that too many now? Okay. Let's do an other option. There we go. We can do an other option as well if people think it's an other. So we've got 9 options here. I don't feel like I'm going to be able to fit them all on the screen. So let me get rid of one. Out of all of these, I think 35 needs to go, right? 35 needs to go. Yeah, 35 needs to go. It's the least memorable of them all. Okay, cool. So we've got ourselves Mania 17, Mania 19, Mania 3, Mania 10, Mania 18, Mania 30, Mania 24, or other. All right, everybody? Greatest WrestleMania of all time. You're going to be able to vote right there. I'm going to get the actual proper stuff right there. Turning it over to thin bar. Save that. Does that fit everybody on? Yes, it does. Perfect. So there you go, guys. Do either vote Mania 17, vote Mania 19, vote Mania 3, vote Mania 10, vote Mania 18, vote Mania 30, vote Mania 24, vote Mania other right there. Oh yeah, guys, like I'm not arguing that WrestleMania 36 was an entertaining show. They did a fantastic job without a live crowd. There was no freaking crowd. I can't put it on the list of best WrestleMania of all time when you have all these options right here that all had live, entertaining, enthusiastic crowds helping out on the actual show. Last year's WrestleMania was fine for what it was. They did a good job with the cinematic masterpieces. There was no live crowd. I cannot put it up there for the greatest WrestleMania of all time. It's got to be bottom 5, no matter what, with no live crowd. I'm sorry. Like, I loved it. I loved it. It was fun. It was entertaining. There was no live crowd. I will not be watching it anytime soon for that reason. I will watch the Undertaker cinematic match, and I will probably watch the Firefly Funhouse again, but I have zero drive to want to watch Charlotte Flair versus Rhea Ripley. Again, there was no live crowd adding to the moment. I have zero drive to want to watch Kevin Owens versus Seth Rollins again. No live crowd, no moment. Like, you know what I mean? It was, don't get me wrong, entertaining, a very fun show that I had a great 2 days watching. I cannot put it in anywhere close to the top 30 of WrestleManias, if you will. Big Tiger says, I also thought you wouldn't react to pay-per-views that you already watched. Great point there, Big Tiger. I didn't want to. I wanted to react to pay-per-views that I have not seen at this point. And we've been doing a pretty good job with that up until this one. People last week voted for this, and you got to give the people what they want. It was an overwhelming vote for this one. Jerry Lawler wins. Jerry Lawler beats Gregory Helms. It's one of those things where I just kind of have to listen to the people, right?
Somebody send out the cardiac unit and everything else because McKean's going to need help to the back. Well, you talk about lucky. That may be the luckiest I've ever seen anybody get. It was a lucky fall.
Remember, though, if you want to vote for these things, guys, make sure you vote in lower cases, not upper cases. So vote Mania 17, vote Mania 19, vote Mania 3, vote Mania 10, vote Mania 18, Mania 30, Mania 24, vote other. Lots of others. Really? So people who are voting for other, what are you voting for? Which one's you voting for if you're voting for other?
Lita is done, and here comes the WWE Women's Champion, facing off with the former champion. Oh my God, Trish! Mickie James.
As in pay-per-views you already reacted to live when they happened.
The chick kick? Oh my God, I tried to do the Mick kick,
Oh.
but it wasn't near as good as the chick
Oh, yeah. No, I don't have any plans to restream pay-per-views that I've already watched. This right here is not asking what pay-per-view are we watching, Big Tiger. This right here is asking what's the greatest WrestleMania pay-per-view of all time right there. So that's what we're asking over there. We're not asking what pay-per-view are we watching next week. We're going to be watching WrestleMania 9 next week, everybody. It's going to be the first time I've ever seen that pay-per-view, and it's arguably the worst WrestleMania put on to date, basically. Art there. It's definitely up there for sure. And I can't wait to see it.
I guess you can sit here. And, ladies, he'll be asking questions, and then you'll...
I'm a catering around here. Let me see what kind of food they got for my baby. My baby... Oh. Peanut butter and jelly. Chips in the... My baby can't win no matches with this first grader food. He needs some cabbage and some cornbread, collard greens, catfish.
The world's largest love machine.
Viscera, oh no! It's Viscera! Oh my good God!
I didn't want to Viscera. Yeah, baby, yeah. Looks good right there. I can do something with that. Yo, Big Mama, he got some junk in the trunk right there. How about cutting me off a nice big slice of that sugary, creamy chocolate pie you got?
Excuse me?
Oh, just calm down. What?
Do not disrespect me.
Wow.
Do you know who I am? I am Shelton Benjamin's mama. Do you hear me? Shelton Benjamin.
Shelton Benjamin's mama?
Yes.
Well, that's cool. Shelton's my boy. But, you know, seeing that you're his mama, why don't you let me be, your daddy tonight?
Oh, no.
Hell no.
Trying to give you a little bit of action, baby. What's up?
Oh, you want some action, do you? Yeah, well, I'm gonna make sure you get some action tonight. I'm gonna see right to it tonight. You gonna get yours.
She's nice and spicy. But I like it like that. Let's get some of this catering right here.
Oh, Big Vince always looking for action, but wow. Big Vince looking for action and looking for food all at the same time. Never loses.
That ain't none of yours.
You don't take his food either. Is he going to get any action tonight?
Well then, there's that one. The world's largest love machine, Viscera. Triple H versus Big Show goes down tonight as well.
It's been brought to my attention that some of you think I'm not a compassionate man.
Triple H became such a good heel. Like, legit, guys. I'm looking at this Triple H character, and I can't tell. And this is the toughest part with wrestling. Because they get to the point where they're at the end of their careers, and they're just all, like, old man wrestlers, and they're not playing a gimmick anymore, and you're like, man, I like you now. I like you. But you look back at the characters, and you have to ask yourself, how much is that an extension of the individual, or how much are they playing a true character? Are they looking at it like, this is a character and I'm truly playing it, or is it like, this is an extension of my personal feelings on things and truly turning my gimmick up to 10, you know, my personality, turning it all the way up to 10. It's so difficult to tell because Triple H back then, you know, he just had such a look to him. Like, he really had such a look to him, didn't he?
And is not going to the Elimination Chamber. He is incensed. There is only one spot left in the Elimination Chamber. Will it be Kane or Triple H? No. And down goes referee.
Triple H in early 2006 was more of a tweener than a heel and slowly turned face. Oh yeah, he slowly morphed back into being a good guy in the company, but like, nobody really wanted to root for Triple H, right? I don't think anybody ever has really wanted to root for Triple H. Doesn't have a ton of redeeming qualities as a babyface. But yeah, Triple H certainly an iconic character in wrestling, no doubt about it. You can't tell the history of wrestling without talking about Trips, which is important to say. Like, there's a few people, obviously, that you cannot talk about the overall history of the wrestling business without mentioning. And you go up and down the roster, right? And usually it's the people who carried the torch for the business. People like The Rock. People like Stone Cold Steve Austin, Hulk Hogan, Bruno Sammartino, John Cena, right? But one name that truly kind of gets lost in the mud for somebody who carried the business through a really dark time and really helped elevate a lot of people through the business is Triple H. Yes, he had his golden shovel, but at the same time, that golden shovel was only broken out truly when there wasn't a true reason he needed to lose. The only time I can really think about the golden shovel where there was a time that he needed to lose was the Booker T situation. Booker T should have went over Triple H at WrestleMania that year. No doubt about it. With the storyline they were telling, there's no way Triple H should have won that story. But he did. Other than that, though, there isn't too many times that you can truly pinpoint the golden shovel. It's a joke, it's a meme around, that Triple H loves to bury everybody. But when the time came, Triple H, generally speaking, would do the job if it was necessary to the health of the business. And a few times that he didn't, for sure. You can definitely say there's a few moments in his career where he could have put somebody over and chose not to. But you can also say that about every top star in the business ever, right? You can say that about John Cena. You can say that about Hulk Hogan, no doubt. You can say that about Bruno Sammartino. You can say that about everybody who is at the top of their game in the business, being the top draw in the business. A few moments Triple H definitely could have done the job, but other than that, his career was pretty good in building up other people. You look at the factions he was in, you look at the moments he was a part of, and for the most part, he was usually there to try to help make somebody else a bigger star. Usually. Not all the time, but usually. Here comes Big Show with that cast, by the way. Well, you better know it's a Big Show. King of Fate says, I remember back in 2011, everyone wanted him gone. Well, at that point, you're talking 2 decades of Triple H. Well, maybe not 2 decades. You're talking almost 2 decades of Triple H in 2011, right? People were just tired of probably seeing him, just like they're tired of seeing any wrestler that overstays their welcome and overstays their time in the main event scene and doesn't change up their gimmick, right? You look at somebody like Chris Jericho, okay? And I'm going to reference Chris Jericho because in terms of being a wrestler, he's my favorite wrestler of all time. In terms of being a human being, he's a piece of shit. Just putting that out there. But Chris Jericho stayed at the top of his game, always remained relevant in some way, because the moment he became not that relevant, he started to slide down the card, he would change up his gimmick. He would find something to keep him refreshed and new in the business, whether that was a team with somebody, whether that was a new gimmick, whether that was trying to get something silly over, whether he was playing into comedy. Jericho figured out a way to always remain relevant. And people at the top of the card, if they stay at the top of the card for too long, they no longer become relevant. They start to become boring. They start to become overexposed. And that's when you got to change things up. That's why factions are a beautiful thing in wrestling. Factions literally take the same character that you have and give them a brand new story with a brand new bunch of people to interact with brand new payoffs, with feuds. You can add new gimmicks. You can add new comedy sketches. That's why factions are a beautiful thing for the world of wrestling. That's why you see the Inner Circle right now continuing to be a main part of AEW, because Chris Jericho, well, his gimmick hasn't changed at all in recent times. He now has stories with people like MJF, Sammy Guevara, Wardlow, yada, 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 right? And he's having new tag team matches. He's not in the main event, but he's remaining relevant because he's got something going on. Whether you like or hate Chris Jericho on a personal level, it does not matter about this. When we're talking about an actual wrestling character, Jericho always evolved with the time, and Triple H failed to evolve while he was on top for a good decade. He didn't have anything that truly made him become a different character, truly made him stand out. He had matches that people would watch, no doubt about it. He had moments that people were interested in, no doubt. But overall, the character was very much the same for a decade. For almost a full decade long, it was the same character. There's that cast that Big Show has around his fist. But make sure you guys are leaving a like on this video if you're enjoying the stream so far. Also making sure you are subscribed to the channel. We're like 9 likes away from reaching 100, so everybody drop a like if you can. There's the damn, Steve Taylor. Thank you, my man. And here's a legit question, everybody. What have your thoughts been on the con coins? Because we've had the con coins for about, what, 2 weeks? Something like that, 2-3 weeks? What are your thoughts on the con coins? Do you like them or hate them? Let me know in the live chat. Thank you, Brockers. Appreciate that, buddy. Con coins are awesome. Good. Cool. All right. Sweet. All right. Seems like they're well received. That's really, really good to see, guys. I was nervous about putting them in because I was nervous that the chat was going to become too spammy, but I feel like it's not. I feel like it's pretty good. Hey, Matthew Bonneau, am I live tonight? Yes, I am. I'll be live tonight with Impact Wrestling at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And today's show is not going to be that long of a one. We've only got like an hour and 40 minutes left, basically, at this point. So yeah, only an hour and 40 left of the show here today. You know what's crazy? This pay-per-view we're watching is actually 21 minutes shorter than an average episode of Monday Night Raw. Put that into perspective, everybody. A full-on pay-per-view back in 2006 was less... Sorry, I phrased that wrong. Took up less time than an average episode of Monday Night Raw. Brandon Jordan says, they're awesome. I just don't like how they restart because I was going to save up and have a shitload of coins. Fair enough, my man. It's the only fair way I think we can do it. Ooh. Yeah, I think it's the only fair way we can do it because if you go, like, let's say a month without watching this channel, all of a sudden you're so far behind. And I want everybody to be able to have a fresh start every month. It still lasts for the whole month, right? So you still have, like, a bit of a race to the top, but then we can have people who win the con coins for the month. You have the ability to try to cash in over the month to get an entry into the CMU. Yeah. Steve Taylor said, I'd have been the con coins leader forever. Exactly. And we couldn't have that. Brian Schaefer says, all pay-per-views were that way except for WrestleMania until, what, 2015? Yeah, I guess. It's, yeah. I don't know why they changed it. They've kind of dialed it back within recent times. I want to say within the last 6 to 8 months, they've really dialed back the length of the pay-per-views and got back into the mindset of less is more. And I must say, WWE pay-per-views, I don't think they've put on a bad pay-per-view, a truly, truly bad pay-per-view since last year's Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. And I enjoyed that one still, but I can straight up admit that pay-per-view, in hindsight, really not that good of a pay-per-view. I enjoyed the women's match. I enjoyed the presentation of Shayna Baszler. I enjoyed all of that. People didn't enjoy it as much as I did, and that's okay. But I can straight up admit it was not a great pay-per-view either. Yeah, so like I think that's pretty. What am I talking about? Not a great pay-per-view either. The length of the matches, yeah. So yeah, WWE's been doing a pretty good job here this last year, I would say, with their pay-per-views. I really don't think they've put on a truly bad pay-per-view. They've had some pay-per-views where they've had to figure things out. They've had the pandemic pay-per-views. They've had, like, you know, the shows with no live crowds. No doubt about it, they had to try to figure it out. But, like, I don't think there's been a truly bad pay-per-view since last year's Elimination Chamber. maybe Extreme Rules, the horror show, but even that was fun. Like, I had a good time at the Extreme Rules horror show, as ridiculous as it was. Thank you, Wolfpack Matthew Grantland, though. Look at that, Jinder Mahal nodding along. He loves your donation over there. Ooh, Big Show swung for the fences, though. Missed that right hand, and he struck the steel post with that big cast. That looked like that hurt. That really looked like that hurt. Oh my God, Triple H trying to literally remove the cast from Big Show's arm. What's my favorite gimmick match? Money in the Bank. Money in the Bank. My favorite gimmick match is Money in the Bank. Oh my God, did the cast just explode? Oh, God, man. That looked like that hurt. Really be swinging his fist around in that ring. Sounds good, TCS Gaming. Have a good time doing whatever it is you're doing. Now Triple H looking to work on the fist of Big Show, wrenching back on it again. Oh, Triple H just pulled the cast off of Big Show's hand. And Big Show's hand, oh God. You can see the bruising on the hand. Oh no, the broken hand of Big Show. Just working on the hand, the broken hand, man. What is the WWE event I am watching? I would think the title and the stuff over there and the graphics would say along with the description. But if you are not able to see that, it is New Year's Revolution 2006 we are watching here today. Big Show sent over the top and lands right on his hand. Brocker says, Con, what chair and microphone do you have? I've been needing to upgrade my setup. The chair, I don't think it's anything branded. Let me see. Is there anything on the back there? No. I don't know what brand the chair is. I bought it off of Amazon. That's all I know. The microphone, though, this is the Elgato Wave 3. And I highly, 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 highly recommend the Wave 3. It actually comes... It comes on something like this. So this microphone actually originally stands upright, but I took it off of its stand and I put it on the shock mount and the boom arm over here, right? But basically this Wave 3, it's a really good microphone because it is designed for people who are streamers or people who have fluctuating audio. Streamers are the main focus, but the fluctuating audio is definitely another thing to focus on. And basically, anytime that you get louder than what your actual gain volume is, it has an automatic condenser in it. So basically, if I scream up here and I get so loud, it cuts it just a little bit, right? It cuts it down just a little bit. And it doesn't make it as loud for your guys' ears. And vice versa, if I get really quiet like this and I get talking down here like this, it bumps the audio up so that you can hear me a little bit better. And it's just really good for streamers, you know? It equalizes your audio while you're live. And I think it's a pretty dope microphone. So Elgato Wave 3 is what I have. The Wave 1 is also a thing, I'm pretty sure. Elgato Wave 1. Yeah, there's the Wave 1 as well, and basically the Wave 1 is a version of this, but I don't believe it comes, yeah, it doesn't come with all the, here, it doesn't come with this thing right on it. You can see how I've got a little dial and the mute button right up here. This lets me mute if I just tap the edge. It doesn't come with those, I'm pretty sure. Jason Dreamer says that was still loud. Oh, obviously. Oh, abso-fucking-lutely. Excuse my language. Sorry. Absolutely, it's going to be loud still. You're yelling into a microphone. But what it does is it helps prevent any clipping. It helps prevent your audio from popping off and from basically distorting itself to the point that it's unrecognizable to your viewers, right? There's no doubt it's still going to be loud, but it helps bring it down just a little bit.
Show's in that much pain. But Triple H doesn't work like that.
And again with that modified top wrist lock ripping.
Brandon Jordan says, Con, how would you feel about the brand exclusive pay-per-views? I personally wouldn't like it. Oh, all right, fair enough. And then he deleted his comment, so I don't know.
And now he's got the fingers again. He's ripping away at those fingers, separating them.
A broken hand, several broken fingers, no doubt, after this one is over. And you can see the pain and the anguish that the Big Show is in right now. I think this crowd—
Damn, so everybody, we got ourselves a little bit of an update when it comes to MVP. So it looks like this is from the diving, or the Divinge elbow drop. I guess, I'm not sure who they are, on Instagram. Basically saying MVP reportedly suffered an injury in his 6-man tag team match last night on Raw. He was seen leaving with crutches and was reported by Dave Meltzer this morning that he could potentially have blown out his knee. Prayers up. My God, Dave Meltzer again. Okay, guys, I understand Dave has been in this business for a long time, and I understand somebody who's 25 years old who really hasn't been in this business for that long criticizing somebody in the business as long as Dave. But, like, my God, potentially this, potentially that, potentially. That's not a report. That's speculating. That's speculation. As much as it's probably true that he blew out his knee, that's speculation. It's not a report if you say potentially.
He's right-handed, and out of instinct, the Big Show right-handed went for a side slam on the right side.
And you can see now using that right—
I could do that. I could go on a podcast and say, well, it looks like MVP was hurt in his match, and people backstage say he left on crutches, so he's probably hurt.
I will say this right now.
You know what I mean? Like, that's, I get it. You know, it's tough to report on things that you're not actually there for, but, like, if you don't have the actual reports, you don't get to report it. Leave it to people who actually have the reports. You can't speculate just because you got yourself a bit of a following. Your following takes your stuff as the gospel, as, like, the law of wrestling. And, you know, it's probably true. It's probably very true that MVP blew his knee out, like we saw. It's probably true. But what I'm saying right here, probably, and what Dave Meltzer says, probably, are just that, us speculating. There's no reports on it. There's no confirmation anywhere. It's pure speculation. Triple H goes for the sledge. He can't land it on Big Show. Big Show just chopped him away, but oh my God, he broke the sledge in half. With his broken wrist, though. Big Show just kicked him in the face.
I will say this. I've never seen the Big Show show so much heart as he's
The Big Show was one big dude, wasn't he? Always been a big dude, but, like, really big. What did happen, though? What did Big Show go through a period where he was like, and this, I don't know, like, I legitimately don't know, but did Big Show go through a period of, like, heavy drinking and heavy, like, eating or heavy consumptions of drugs or alcohol or anything like that you guys know of? Because Big Show as Paul White was a big dude, but he looked more like Tucker than anybody.
Triple H is down, and right now the Big Show, you can see just holding that right hand, it's shaking. It is literally shaking. No. Show, don't do that. Whatever Big Show is thinking about right now, don't do it.
Try to use both hands to lift these steel steps, but
Like, don't get me wrong here, guys. Big Show, he's definitely somebody who has put on a good career, and he became the Big Show by becoming 500 pounds sort of deal. But, like, what happened with Big Show? Like, because that's not a man who's 500 pounds. That's a big dude, but that's not a 500-pound man. That's a man who's an athlete who happens to stand at 7 feet tall and is built like a freaking Mack truck. So what did happen with Big Show? Did he go through like a bunch of issues, or was that just something that he did. And this is not body shaming. I'm trying so hard to not body shame at all. Like, not saying anything bad about him. I'm just commenting on the fact that, you know, he put on a lot of weight. Big Show does have the same condition as Andre the Giant did, but had surgery, but still could have issues with it. Okay. He was in his 20s there. Also very fair. Like, yeah, age will certainly play a factor, all that. I'm just very curious. Just very curious what did happen with Big Show to lead to him putting himself up to 500 pounds sort of deal.
Would you agree, Styles, that this is the most heart that Big Show has ever shown in his entire career here tonight on a huge stage against arguably one of the greatest, maybe the greatest of all time in a high-stakes match like this? No question.
Yeah, I have no idea. No idea what led to him.
Now he's calling for the left side.
All right, Big Show looking to lift up Triple H. He's got Triple H. Oh, Big Show just got clocked with the sledge. Do I see you, Renee Ruff? Yes, I do.
You'd have to knock the Big Show out, and Triple H may have done it. How prophetic, Coach. How prophetic.
Now Big Show in a lot of trouble. Pedigree. Two. It's over. Triple H beats Big Show. I think I saw somebody say, can you stream WrestleMania 34? I think I did, right? Yeah, I streamed WrestleMania 34 on this channel already. You can just search Conman167 WrestleMania 34, and it's on YouTube. Right? Let me just do it right now just to double check that it's still on YouTube. WrestleMania 34, Conman167. Yeah, there it is. Streamed 2 years ago. Almost 500,000 views on it. So, yeah, check it out. Me and Bob. Oh, my God. That's the year. Yo. That was the year we had me, Bob, and was Steve on it as well? Was that real? Man, that was a good WrestleMania. That was a good stream. I had a great weekend with you guys back then with Bob and Steve. Yeah. Oh, my God. My hair. My hair. Oh, my good God, my hair. Oh, oh, my hair. It was so long. That's Man Bun Con. Oh, good God. I don't know how else to show you guys this other than doing this right here. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that, everybody. Oh, my good God. Oh, holy crap. Oh, oh, that was... Wow. That's on my laptop too, guys. That's on the laptop. Holy crap. That is ages ago. Wow. I'm actually blown away. That's something else. All right. It was a great stream, though. I remember that stream. We had a lot of fun. We got real drunk on it. We got real ham-showed. Sam Calcione says, you have come a long way, Con. Yeah, big time. We've come a long way on this channel.
Hold on.
Carlito and Chris Masters.
Look at you. So you get bigger and bigger every day.
Like that pump.
Huge, yeah. Hell of a pump. Hell of a pump. Look, let me ask you a question. What do Kurt Angle, Shawn Michaels, Kane, and Cena all have in common?
I got it.
What?
Not one of those guys has broken my master lock.
No. They've all been WWE champion.
So what's your point, Carlito, huh?
My point is, the two of us, we're on the same boat. We've never been WWE champion. And no one
Wait a second.
gives us a shot in hell at winning it tonight. And that's not cool.
You come in here,
I'm going to speak right now and hit mute on my microphone. You guys are going to have to let me know if you can hear me.
Look, this chamber
Can you hear me now?
is every man for himself. But it doesn't have to be. The two of us, if we work together
My
as a
mute
unit,
button wasn't working there.
we can take out Kurt Angle. We can take out Kane, Shawn Michaels, and Cena. And then,
Cool.
it'll be down to the two of us.
Okay, cool,
Finally,
guys. We're good now.
Some new blood.
You couldn't hear me.
Wear
Good.
WWE Championship gold. Think about it. What do you say?
You know something, Carlito? That sounds cool. It's cool.
It is.
All right, good. Time for Shelton Benjamin. No, ain't no stopping me now. Ain't no stopping me now. Ain't no stopping me now. It's Shelton Benjamin and his mom. Somebody call his mama. Renee Ruff says Conman hair now is better than his hair in 34 prediction and stream in 35. Yeah. I think Becca agrees with you heavily on that one. Becca was a big component in getting my haircut back in the day. Hey, Bishop Robinson, how you doing, buddy? He says Mania 31. You liked Mania 31, eh?
I want
Cool.
you to come out here and give my mom a public apology.
I don't need no apology. Don't no man disrespect a Benjamin woman. I came too far, and so did he, all the way from Orangeburg, South Carolina. We don't take no ass whoopings. We disperse them. Bring your big ass out here and take this ass whooping. Viscera!
Woo!
Viscera! I said Viscera! I want your ass in this ring now. My boy's gonna kick it. Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
I don't think Shelton wants any part of this, but Shelton was all for getting an apology for his mama.
Yeah, Viscera could have been in New York City and heard Mama scream his name.
Woo! It's the world's largest love machine, Viscera. Here he comes.
To me, it looks like we're gonna have a match, but Shelton Benjamin obviously.
I can't believe this was a character. The world's largest love machine, Viscera. All right, everybody. Once again, cast your votes for which Mania is the best Mania of all time. Do either vote Mania 17, vote Mania 19, vote Mania 3, vote Mania 10, vote Mania 18, vote Mania 30, vote Mania 24, or vote other right here in the live chat.
He's got a whole lot of junk in the trunk when he gets nice and up close, or at least up close.
Well, you go ahead and get up close as you want, Coach. I'll just stay back here. Suddenly, I'm not so thrilled about calling matches from ringside.
All right, best of luck to you, Shelton Benjamin. Ring the bell, and here we go. Benjamin versus Viscera on pay-per-view. Yes, this is a pay-per-view match. Man, Benjamin looked like a can't-miss prospect, though, didn't he?
How do you go about wrestling a man 6'8",
The dance is going into con compilation number 5. Fair enough. Oh, Benjamin lands on his feet. There you go. Woo. Viscera humping the air. The former King Mabel. The world's largest gun machine, says Elro B619. Benjamin tries to go into a collar and elbow tie-up. Then he locks the arm of Viscera, now working on the big man's arm.
Mama Benjamin, Shelton's mama is very loud, but is she truly inspirational? Will she be enough to snap Shelton?
Man. Shelton Benjamin's mom taking the role of Xavier Woods back when Xavier Woods was playing his obnoxious heel at ringside, just yelling at the New Day in the ring, basically being as obnoxious as possible. Shelton Benjamin, though, just got spiked on his back. Oh, no. Con, you were in the top 10 of the Chills videos. I don't know for sure. Probably if you're referring to the Ghost video that I posted like ages ago. Yeah. Benjamin, though, using his mama to help himself up. Get off my boy, she says. Oh, Benjamin, though, with a right hand to the face of Viscera. And here we go. Back and forth we go. And they wonder why people stopped watching during this era. This is bootleg Attitude Era stuff. Did people really stop watching in this era? Is that what it was? Was it the 2007 era that stopped people from watching wrestling? I thought people hung around until about 2009, 2010. I think people were still invested in wrestling at this point, were they not? Like, they were still drawing upwards of 4 million viewers on a weekly basis at this point. 2006, right? Let's take a look. Raw ratings. There's 2006. So here we go, guys. So I'm looking at 2006. So basically, yeah, in 2006 right here. This would have been at the very start of the year. So January 2nd, 2006, Raw pulled in a 3.7 rating. And then the following week, they pulled in 4.3, 4.3, 4.5, 4.5, 4.4, 3.3. That's a big drop-off. 4.0, 4.0, 4.0, 4.1, 4.3, 4.2, 4.1, 4.2, 4.3, 4.1, 4.0, 4.1, 4.0, 3.7, 3.8, 4.0, 3, 4.3, 4.3, 4.0, 3.6, 3.9. So, like, you can see right there, it seems like throughout the entire year... Ooh. Is that a 2.7? Okay, 2.7 on the final episode of the year on Christmas. That makes sense. But yeah, like, so WWE Raw in 2006 was still pulling upwards of 4 million viewers on average per episode of Raw. So I wouldn't necessarily say people were stopping watching then. Let's see if we can find the exact point that people really started tuning out. Because we go into 2007, and we're still hovering around the 4-point mark. As we go into the later year... It looks like as we went into the later year, they were hovering between the 3.5 and 3.9, with some of them covering over 4. So they dropped, from 2006, they dropped about 500,000 viewers. So they went down to the average between 3.5 and 3.9 in that range. Then 2008 rolled around, and we're still looking at hovering in the mid-3s, but we're actually getting closer to 3. We're seeing a lot more 3.3s and 3.0s, 3.1s. There's a 2.8 there, a 2.9. So yeah, that's 2008. The trend is going down even more. And then you go to 2009, and then this is... Actually, you know what, guys? 2009, WWE seemed to have some new people interested again because it looked like they bounced back up to around the high threes. So between, once again, 3.5 and 4.2 seems to be most of the ratings. So yeah, they kind of bounced back a little bit in 2009 there. 2010... Ooh, okay. 2010, we're seeing ratings more so around the 3.2 to 3.5, so low threes. 2011, we're still looking at low threes. 2012, we're looking at really low threes. Like, we're looking at a lot more twos, 2.9s in here than threes. 2.8 in there, 2.72. Yeah, towards the end of the year, really died off, dropping every single show towards the end of the year. After August 27th, dropped below a 3.0 rating. 2013, bumped back up a little bit. Yeah, bumped back up a little bit in 2013, and then that's all they got on this show. So there you guys go. It certainly seems like, you know, the age that people stopped watching was about to the tail end of 2007, all the way through until about midway point of 2009, and even then, earlier 2008. 2008 was just a weak year for WWE. That's all it was. Where did they really stop pulling massive ratings? So they stopped pulling. Viscera is down, by the way, with Benjamin, if you guys are watching this match. But right here, I'm looking at, holy crap, 1999. Wow. You got to see this. Wow. So, in 1997, guys, right around the Montreal Screwjob case, so in 1997, we went from low twos, like literally low 2-point-something ratings. Sometimes they'd reach 4-point-something, but they were between 2 and 3. Into the cover, 2, Benjamin beats Viscera. Benjamin beats Viscera. So, at the end of 97, we're looking at low 2s, pushing into mid 2s, and then right towards the very end, it picked up. We started seeing 3s being cracked a little bit more. Then listen to this, okay? 1998 rolls around. We're in the mid 3s. We're in the mid 3s until about halfway through the year. Once we get to about the halfway point, we're talking 4.7, 4.6, 4.4, 5.7, 5.5, 4.3, 5.3. Like, we're talking big numbers. We're hovering around the 5 mark at this point. And that lasted all the way through the high 4s and touching 5s throughout 1998. Then, listen to this. 1999 rolls around, okay? 1999 rolls around. We're mid 5s. We're talking 5.7, 5.5, 5.6, 5.9. You get further, you get into February, you get out of the first month, we're breaking 6.3, 6.4, 6.4, 6.5, 7.2. 7.2 million people tuned into Monday Night Raw on May 24th, 1999. What happened on that episode? May 24th, 1999. Raw. What happened? On that episode of Raw, Jeff Jarrett defeated Test. X-Pac and Kane defeated Edge and Gangrel for the Tag Team Championships. Matt and Jeff Hardy defeated Michinoku and Funaki. Shamrock defeated Hardcore Holly. Mankind defeated Billy Gunn. D'Lo Brown and Mark Henry defeated the Acolytes. The Godfather and versus Road Dogg ended in a no contest for the IC title. Triple H defeated Al Snow. Big Show defeated Goldust. And The Rock defeated Val Venus. That drew a 7.2. That drew 7.2 million.
I'd like to remind you that no one has ever entered the Elimination Chamber as the first entrant and become champion and actually won the match. But
Raw is Owen. It was Raw is Owen. Oh, it's the Owen Hart tribute. That's why. It's the Owen Hart tribute. Never mind, guys. I didn't read all the way through. It was the Owen Hart tribute.
Then it occurred to me,
My bad. My bad.
HBK, no one
My
has
bad. It was the Owen
ever
Hart tribute.
entered the Royal Rumble, #1, and go
That
on
makes
to
sense.
win. But I did. And no one before HBK had gone to WrestleMania and competed in the first ever ladder match. But I did.
I
And
missed that. 8.1
no one
on May 10th. What?
went into a Hell in a Cell for the first time. But I did. So, who knows? There's a first time for everything when I'm involved.
I'm sorry. I really don't mean to laugh. Okay, and I know it's kind of rude to do that. But, you winning this Elimination Chamber match for the championship and like being the first guy in and still winning, it's like, wow, yeah, that's a first. It's a first time for everything. It's kind of like, if you do that tonight, it'll be the first time that hell will freeze over. But good luck.
The following contest is the first ever Bra and Panties Gauntlet Match.
Oh, no. All right, everybody. I am sorry for what is about to go on here. This is about to be a bra and panties match. Yeah. It's a, yeah. Oh my god, it's Alicia Fox's music for Maria Kanellis. What are you talking about? What? Maria Kanellis used Alicia Fox's music?
I love it when we're a part of history in the making. I really do. And this, my friends, is historic.
All right. So it's a gauntlet match. But yeah, let's continue talking about these ratings here, guys. So on May 10th, 1999, everybody, Monday Night Raw pulled in an 8.1 viewership. 8.1 million viewers on May 10th, 1999. And here comes Michelle McCool. Not Michelle McCool. Sorry, Candice Michelle. Got the wrong Michelle. Okay, so 8.1 there on May 10th. Jeez, they drew another 7.1 on July 26th. Like, we're talking high sixes on average here right now. High sixes. Oh, there was a big drop right there for 2 weeks. They went from 5.9 to 4.2 and then 4.4. Big drop. 6.0, 6.1. Yeah, okay. So they had some high ratings there in throughout 1999. So 1999, big year for WWE. Their biggest ratings ever drawn during those years by the looks of it. Or at least, maybe not biggest ever drawn. Biggest drawn here when comparing Monday Night Raws. Then we got ourselves... Yeah, basically here in 2000, they were still actually doing really well. You know what? I might argue to say that 2000 pulled in bigger numbers than 1999 did. Yeah, so in 2000 here, they were pulling in over 6 on every one of their shows. Like, every one of their shows. I see 2 right here in February, on February 14th and February 21st, that are low. There's some 7.1s and 7.4s back-to-back, another 7.1. Man, what a successful freaking year for WWE. What a successful 3 years. I'm sorry. What a successful 3 years of WWE. This company is literally built off of Hulk Hogan and Hulkamania, and then the years of 1997 through 2000. Like, literally, what a successful few years for that company. It is literally 1997 to 2000. WWE is became a household name for those 3 full years of action. 4 if you want to count the actual years themselves. But yeah. Oh. Well, Candice is down to her bra. Oh boy. Brian Schaefer says, by 2,000 people, we're starting to have enough with WCW. Seems like it. Definitely seems like it. Highest rated wrestling TV show. Let's see. Let's see if Nitro pulled in over 9 at some point. Highest rated professional show ever. Professional wrestling show ever. TIL, the highest rated professional wrestling show. Oh, and Candice Michelle is stripped on down to her bra and panties and eliminated. Well, she's out. Hey, is this Tori Wilson? All right, Tori. Tori Wilson, criminally underrated. Here we go, Tori. Versus Maria Kanellis in that ring. So, rated. So broadcast on American television was the February 5th, 1988 edition of the Main Event on NBC. Holy crap. Scoring a 15.2 rating and 33 million viewers. Headline between the rematch of Hulk Hogan and Andre the Giant. 15.2. Oh. You want to know what's crazy though, guys? That Superstar Spectacle that WWE had not that long ago, the Superstar Spectacle, everybody, pulled in 20 million viewers. So it's not impossible for WWE to pull back those numbers somehow. Tori Wilson, big back handspring elbow, kind of. Main Event was always off the hook, man. Like, you know, for me, it's weird because Main Event is like this jobber show. Right? Like, that's what I accustom Main Event with, because I grew up in an era where, yeah, Main Event was the jobber show and nobody cared about Main Event. I remember Saturday night's Main Event being a thing still when I was growing up and wanting to check it out. And I remember it was John Cena versus Randy Orton, I think, this Saturday night Main Event that I remember trying to watch. That's the only Saturday night Main Event, though, that I can think of. Oh, Tori. Stripped. Tori Wilson with a spear. Oh, no. And this match continues. Oh, the referee being rolled. My God, this was... God, WWE was waiting for some horny people, weren't they? Oh, Tori Wilson goes to slap the ref. The ref blocking this. Tori stripped down as well, and there's the bra and panties. All right. They really did the women's division no favors, did they? They really did the women's division no favors here. Here comes Victoria. All right, Victoria was awesome. She's actually fantastic. So Victoria, kick to the midsection of Maria, and Victoria, go out there and kick some ass. Last year when they were putting Mania on TV, I was wondering how high it could get. They were putting the idea of Mania on TV? Were they? For free? Is that what was happening there, Steve Taylor? Whoa. Oh, big scoop slam right there to Maria. And Victoria just walks over top of her. Nice shooting star. Or moonsault. Standing moonsault. Yeah, due to no crowd. Interesting, Steve. I don't remember hearing that, but that's, I believe you. Certainly interesting. All right, Maria's eliminated. Wait a second. Wait a second. No. No. Oh my God. It's Mae Young. And the fabulous Moolah. Oh, good God. Oh, God. I forgot this was a thing about this pay-per-view. Here's Mae Young and the fabulous Moolah coming to the ring. God, these two. These two are something else, weren't they? Mae Young and the fabulous Moolah. Man, Moolah was a bitch. Oh God, Moolah was a terrible person. Just an absolute horrendous individual. But yes, they're here. Mae Young's in the ring as well.
Look at Mae Young. You better dodge him. Look at Doug. She's strutting like Ric Flair. Look at Mae. Oh my goodness. Easy, Mae.
Mae Young we all love, right? We all love Mae Young. If you don't love Mae Young, Mae Young should have won over everybody's respect with the whole Dudley's power bombs, like through the tables. Mae Young should have won over everybody's respect at that point if they didn't.
What in the world? Oh no. No, wait. You know what that music means? Yeah. No, don't do it. Oh, please.
Oh my God. Mae Young is stripping. Oh my God. What the fuck? Oh, I've skipped this bra and panties match every time I've watched this show. Oh my God. No. Mae, don't do it. Oh my God, Mae. Victoria attacking Mae Young. No. Oh, come on. Fabulous Moolah grabs her from behind. Mae Young. Oh, Mae Young ripping off her shirt. Oh, my God. Oh, no. I can't believe we're watching this. Can't believe we're watching this. Mae's got the bra! Mae's literally ripping the... What the frig?
There is a stunned silence. Victoria is stunned. She can't believe what's happening. This crowd cannot believe what they are seeing or being forced to see by Mae and Moolah.
And Mae Young like a horror movie zombie just stalking Victoria. Mae Young's got more energy tonight. I think she's OD'd on Geritol.
What the actual F? What the actual F, man?
So is everybody else.
Never get enough of that, but Mae Young, please.
Well, now here's my question. Victoria has been stripped down to her bra.
Be careful those spinners don't come off. I think Betsy Ross made that bra.
No idea what's up there, John Blum, but I appreciate you trying to check it out, man. Appreciate you trying to check it out. Oh, here comes Ashley. All right, here comes Ashley. And Ashley in the ring right after. Oh, yeah, Victoria now beating her down. Beat down Ashley. Hit her with the Widow's Peak. Hit her with the Widow's Peak. Come on. R.I.P. to Ashley. Come on. Or shoot, did it? Oh, that sounded actually really wrong. Sorry, guys. I wasn't meaning to come across that way. I meant more with, like, the match itself. But there we go. And Ashley takes down the panties, and it's over. Ashley wins. Ashley wins. All right. Cool. Wait, is she? Yep, and here she is, just basically gonna, boom. There you go, showing everything. No shame. No shame. Oh my God, did Jerry the King Lawler just say that? You know what I always say about panties? That this is Jerry the King Lawler. Okay, this is a quote from the King of Pervert himself. You know what I always say about panties is that they may not be the best thing ever, but they're certainly next to it. I'm just Jerry. All right, we get to move past that, everybody. Thank goodness.
Question? Hell yeah! I answer any question they want.
Watch your mouth, boy. We don't talk like that.
I'm sorry, Mom. I'm so excited. Did you see me out there tonight? Yes. Not only did I beat Big Vis, when he went down like a ton of bricks.
Yes, Lord, he ton of bricks. He did.
Yeah.
Thanks to the Benjamin heirloom. Now you give your mama a great big old victory, huh? Oh yeah, I told you was gonna win, didn't I? Thanks to your mom coming home, you gonna always win. Just stick to the money.
That may have been the victory that Shelton Benjamin wanted.
Baby, it's time.
It is time.
You guys ready? It's time for the Elimination Chamber. If you guys have not done so, please make sure you leave a like on this video. Also making sure you are subscribed to the channel. Would love to see some names pop up there on the top left-hand side of the screen. But yes, it's time for the Elimination Chamber, everybody. This thing's going to last, by the looks of it, just a little under an hour, about 50 minutes, roughly. Should be a good fight.
We're going to see inside that structure, though. The WWE Championship is on the line here tonight. The odds do not favor the champion.
Yeah, they really made the Elimination Chamber look a lot more vicious back then. Like, I get it. I totally get it why they've put in the protecting like padding for the characters and everything, because like it's pretty vicious, you know. You're probably going to get hurt, but at the same time, that's part of the Elimination Chamber, isn't it? Isn't that part of the chamber experience, is that it is intimidating, that it is a vicious structure, that lives are changed when you enter it and only one person can leave as the winner, right? Like, it's supposed to be vicious, but anyways. But it's main event time, everybody. The Elimination Chamber, only one person leaves. Nobody leaves the same, though. So inside this chamber, we have Chris Masters, Carlito, Shawn Michaels, John Cena, Kane, and who's the other person? I'm blanking. Kurt Angle? Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle. Yeah, Kurt Angle. That's it. Cool. This is hype. This is a great video package getting you excited for the chamber. Vicious looking. What did you guys think about Chris Masters back in the day? I thought his Master Lock challenge was the only good thing about him. His theme song was also kind of dope. But yeah, his Master Lock challenge was pretty much the only good thing about him. When he returned, you could tell he was off the juice. And as a result, he was not the same size. He didn't have the same vibe. And he fizzled out very quickly after that.
The following contest is the Elimination Chamber match. And it is for the WWE Championship. Now, here are the rules. There will be 2 superstars that will start in the ring. 4 superstars will be locked away in the chambers. Every 4 minutes, a chamber will be randomly open, and that superstar will join in the match. After all the chambers are unlocked, the winner and WWE champion will be the last superstar left, and after all, eliminated. The only way that you can be eliminated is by pinfall or submission.
Oh, this theme.
Introducing first.
What a theme song. That's my favorite version of Kane's theme. It's the best one. What do you guys think? Is this the best version of Kane's theme song, or do you like a different version of it? The world is gone. I don't know the words. But there's Kane, and he sends off that pyro. Kane was a great act, man. Like, seriously, a great act. An excellent looking monster who could work in that ring. Like, Kane, I get why he was a big star. Yeah, Kane has some of the coolest pyro in the business. Also, everybody, is it Finger 11 that sings his theme song? If that is true, I've actually seen Finger 11 live when I was in, what year would it have been? It would have been when I was in high school still. What was it? I would have seen them. Maybe grade 11, summer of grade 11, something like that. Maybe even summer of grade 10. Summer of grade 10, yeah. Let's go summer of grade 10. So 2010, there was this thing called the Cornwall Liftoff. If you guys know what the Cornwall Liftoff is, you don't. 99.9% of you are not going to have a clue what it is, because even I didn't have a clue what it was before I went to it. So anyways, there's this thing called the Cornwall Liftoff, and it just so happened to be in the same area that I was doing my goalie school. In fact, it was in the exact same parking lot. It's kind of like this big fair, but they have people come and play at the fair sort of deal, and it's like it's a good event for Cornwall, Ontario. I was doing my goalie hockey school in Cornwall, Ontario, and basically after the after my training session, we went outside and we saw that the Cornwall Liftoff was there. So we said, okay, screw it. Let's go to the Cornwall Liftoff. Let's spend a night here, because we had nothing else to do, just waiting for goalie school the next day, basically. So we stayed at the Cornwall Liftoff and found out that Finger 11 was playing there. And so we were like, okay, cool. Let's stick around for Finger 11. And I saw an entire concert of Finger 11 for like $10. It was fun. It was a good time. Hey Ross, how you doing, man? You lost your first position, unfortunately. Yes, you did. Unfortunately, my man, but maybe you're going to be able to bring it back. And here comes Carlito, Caribbean Cool. Carlito. So, because I know Carlito started out as Carlito Caribbean Cool, right? Like, that was his name, and they shortened it to Carlito. We do make a big deal out of people shortening people's names, right? I think that was a good one, right? Like, Carlito Caribbean Cool is way too much of a mouthful, and it's probably best that they did shorten it here to Carlito. I also look at people like Andrade Cien Almas now, and we just refer to him as Andrade, but it doesn't have the same vibe, right? I still feel like Andrade Cien Almas is his full name, versus Carlito Caribbean Cool. It doesn't feel like it's his full name. It sounds like it's more of a nickname, right? But he spits in the face of people who don't want to be cool. His hair was something else as well, wasn't it? And hopefully we see more of Carlito in the future on Monday Night Raw. Yeah, that was a good name cut, but if you cut Matt Riddle to just Riddle, it's bad. Yeah. And here comes Kurt Angle. You guys ready to chant it with me? You suck. 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 Good luck, mods. Good luck, mods, because you guys have a lot of people here in the chat that are going to get their messages flagged for saying you suck. I'm trying to help you out, showing all of them that I can. Best of luck, mods. There. Looks good. So Angle is officially in the Rumble or not the Rumble, the Elimination Chamber as well now. But remember, my friends, if you're enjoying the show so far, make sure you leave a like on this video. Also making sure you are subscribed. We do throwback pay-per-views every single Tuesday on this channel at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Next week, we're going to be live with WrestleMania 9. And I wonder how long WrestleMania 9 is. Let me take a look over here. Oh, no! Here comes John Cena, the WWE Champion. This is when fans were starting to turn on Cena a little bit. Cena had a run from, what, 02 to 05 as a really, really, really hot, popular babyface. And then fans started to turn on him going into 2006. Is that correct, everybody? Perfect. So, WrestleMania 9, everybody, is 2 hours and 43 minutes and 18 seconds. So, next week, everybody, it will be once again just under a 3-hour live stream. And we'll be covering WrestleMania 9 next week. 06 into 07, yeah. So, this was basically the start of, not necessarily the downturn, but John Cena introduced the spinning. You know what? That's exactly what it was. It was the spinning championship. John Cena introducing the spinning championship totally started to turn people on Cena. They liked it with the United States Championship because it wasn't the main championship. But with the main title, they turned it into a toy. And that's when a lot of people started to dislike Cena. That was the start of the downward trend of Cena's popularity in terms of being a unanimous babyface, right? He became a very polarizing figure with the you can't wrestle chants, with the let's go Cena, Cena sucks chants, you know. He was always splitting the crowd. The ECW show didn't help either. You know what? The ECW show showed me just how big of a heel Cena could be if they truly wanted him to be one. They missed their opportunity after that, didn't they? Like, actually, you know what? They missed the opportunity for John Cena turning heel time and time and time and time and time again. Paul Unit. I've actually got a funny story about that. So one of my friends, his name was Runer, or not was. His name is Runer, and I haven't spoken to the kid in probably, oh God, I don't know, maybe since high school. If that, I don't think I've seen him since high school. But anyways, I went to elementary school with this guy, and in grade 6, he was in grade 5, we were in a split class. And he went to the Toronto pay-per-view in 2006 where it was Cena versus Edge. I don't remember which pay-per-view it was. Unforgiven, maybe? I don't know for sure, but whatever John Cena versus Edge in the TLC match was, where Edge was the hometown favorite. My buddy went to that, and he was pro John Cena, and everyone else in the building was pro Edge. And he came back to school the next day, basically was like, I was like the only John Cena fan in there. Yeah, a TLC match, yep. All right, the door is chained shut. Let me know which WrestleMania you guys like the best of all time. Do either Vote Mania 17, Vote Mania 19, Vote Mania 3, Vote Mania 10, Vote Mania 18, Vote Mania 30, Vote Mania 24, or Vote Other. Which one are you referencing? The Vote Other, guys? Like, it's not 17, it's not 19, it's not 3, it's not 10, it's not 18, it's not 30, it's not 24. So you're referencing either WrestleMania 25, potentially, WrestleMania 35, potentially. You could do WrestleMania 34. Interesting stuff, though. Some people said 29. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Hey, Jason Barker. No way, my man. Did you just scoop the Boss Battle Championship? I think you did. But Cena and Shawn Michaels are starting things off here today. Oh my good God, the Boss Battle Championship is not having it today. Lux 7 still holds on to the Boss Battle title. How? I don't know. Oh, right hand from Cena knocks down Shawn Michaels. If I had to say my favorite Mania of all time, I probably have to say the Daniel Bryan won WrestleMania 30. Just because. Thank you, Barker. I appreciate it, buddy. You're going to become the new boss with that. Damn Barbara screwing you over, eh? But personally, I think I would have to say WrestleMania 30, only because I got to watch the whole rise. I got to be actually watching, you know, the rise of Daniel Bryan, seeing him win the title at SummerSlam, only for it to be taken away by Randy Orton with him cashing in the Money in the Bank briefcase. I saw the rise of the Authority, Daniel Bryan going up against the Authority. I watched the Occupy Raw movement. Like I saw all that go down, and I'm sure a lot of us did collectively as well. And so that was the reason that I connect to WrestleMania 30 the most out of all of them. But in terms of ones that actually stick with me, Shawn Michaels versus Ric Flair at WrestleMania 24, the I'm Sorry I Love You. Shawn Michaels versus Undertaker at WrestleMania 25. You know, that one sticks with me. There's so many just great moments that stick with me. But with that, my friends, we've got ourselves a new boss, and his name is Jason Barker. Thank you, Jason. And with that, Jason's become a 3-time Boss Battle champ. Ooh. Back elbow right there to John Cena in the Elimination Chamber and sent right into the corner, and Cena falls down hard. Diego Toledo says, growing up with Ring of Honor DVDs, that Bryan moment will stick with me for a long time. That would have been cool following Daniel. You know what? That would have been really cool following Daniel Bryan's entire career through Ring of Honor, seeing him rise up, make it to WWE, get fired in Nexus, you know, being treated like a rookie in NXT, before obviously being fired from Nexus and all that in the WWE, being hired back, being the special person on Team WWE who showed up out of nowhere, going on to that match against Sheamus at WrestleMania, you know, all of it. All of it with Daniel Bryan would have been really cool to watch unfold. His matches with Nigel are stuff of legends. Nigel McGuinness was in Impact Wrestling for a bit, was he not? Desmond Wolfe, is that correct? Is he Desmond Wolfe inside of Impact Wrestling or TNA? Oh, who's going to be entered into the chamber next? Here comes Carlito. Carlito is officially in the Elimination Chamber. Carlito, right after Cena, goes for a clothesline. Can't land that one. There's a drop kick knocking down Cena. Carlito, whoa, that looked like that hurt. That hurt. Ooh, that looked like that really hurt from Carlito. The booty got hurt. Nigel's story is so sad. That it is. That it is. Very, very sad. Nice flatliner from Carlito. All right, and then back into the cover goes Carlito. Kick out at 2 by Shawn Michaels. No DVR YouTube back then. Be home or miss it. Pretty much, man. Pretty much. You could record it on VHS. That's what I would do. I remember, oh my good God, guys. I don't think I've ever told you this. So Money in the Bank 2011. So you guys know how I've told you that it's like one of my favorite pay-per-views of all time, right? It is certainly the pay-per-view that saved wrestling for me. I was on not the way out of wrestling, but I can definitely full-heartedly say that I wasn't as captivated as I once was. That was until that CM Punk storyline with John Cena came around. And basically, this story here with Money in the Bank 2011 is I had a hockey game that night. I remember it perfectly. I had a hockey game, and Money in the Bank was on, and I was upset that I wasn't going to be able to watch it because this was going to be the first ever pay-per-view I was going to buy. I had never seen a WWE pay-per-view in its entirety live at that point. Not once, not ever. It was going to be my first one, and I was a little pissed that I couldn't watch it live. But I still wanted to watch it, so I I let my mom know before I left for hockey that the tape is already set up downstairs. All you have to do is just press buy on the pay-per-view. I will pay you back, like I had the money right there sort of deal, and I will pay you back for this $54.99 pay-per-view. Just please record it for me. Just please record it for me. And she did. Thank goodness she did. She missed about the first 5 minutes of it because... yeah, but yeah, she did, and I got to see it, and I got home from hockey that night, and I just remember watching it, and oh my God, I was blown away at the quality of the pay-per-view. Yeah, Money in the Bank 2011, yep. And Carlito hit with a double back body drop there from Shawn Michaels and John Cena. And who's entering next? Ooh. And it's going to be Kurt Angle, and here he comes. Kurt Angle just unleashed right here inside of the Elimination Chamber. German suplex to Carlito after he hit 1-2 Shawn Michaels, and there's one to John Cena as well. Oh my God, Michaels goes for another ride. Angle. Boom. Oh, God. Angle just took them all out. He was a madman. Perk Angle was dangerous. Oh, good God. Michaels lands on the outside. Angle. Angle. Oh, throws Carlito over the top. But like what I got to say was amazing about Angle is that even in that moment, he was about to whip Carlito over the top rope. He's going all intense. Carlito wasn't quite in the proper position to be slammed, and Angle held on. He didn't slam him. He didn't put his opponent in a tough predicament where it was going to actually legitimately hurt his wrestler in there. You know, pretty good stuff from Kurt Angle. I did, Ross Blocks. Michaels sent face first into the steel.
Kurt Angle has single-handedly turned this match upside down.
Couple kicks to the midsection from Angle. Just stomping away over and over again on John Cena. Oh, Shawn Michaels is bleeding. Shawn Michaels is bleeding big time. Oh, God.
Let's take a look at how it happened. The catapult face first into that chain. There it is.
Did Michaels blade at some point with that? He must have, right? That must have been a pretty big blade job. See you later, Ghosh. Thanks for stopping by, buddy. Michaels sent right into the side. Oh my God, the blood splattered on it. Cena counters with a right hand. Back to Angle he goes. Pretty sure it was a blade, says Diego Toledo. It looks like it was a blade. There's a lot of blood for it not to be a blade job, you know what I mean? That's one concept, everybody, that I know splits wrestling, and I get it. Blood makes the fight feel more real. Absolutely. It gives it a visual that makes it feel more intense. Absolutely. But blading, to me, is just a stupid thing. It's always been something I thought was stupid in wrestling. The idea that you're literally gouging your own forehead to give you color in a match is just not something I've ever really been able to get behind. I feel like it's just not necessary. If you bleed in a wrestling match, that's one thing. If you happen to hit heads and there's some blood in the match and it adds value to the match through that reason, like, yeah, absolutely. I'm thinking like Samoa Joe versus Nakamura in NXT, where Samoa Joe was bleeding badly because of something that went wrong. The referees had to step in and try to heal up the cut and to allow the performer to continue. Kind of like in MMA. You know, it adds more of that realism to it. As opposed to, oh, I'm not trying to knock it off. Like, not trying to say that it's a thing that can just be taken lightly. But I'm just going to nick my forehead and have blood pour out. And that's going to add value to the match. Maybe a little bit, but like the long-term health of the performers is not right. You see people's heads. I think I've shown you before, guys, what blading does to people long term. My eyes just started watering. Oh my.
The young guns are sticking to their plan. The masterpiece in Carlito. Oh my God. Great rotation on the power slam. Look at this. Look at this spring. Unbelievable power by the masterpiece. He's about to lock the master lock on someone.
My eyes just started watering big time, everybody. I can't see right now. I had a sneeze. I didn't sneeze, and then it went through my eyes. Chris Masters is in now, and Angle's got the ankle lock locked in. Oh, Angle, what a counter, and he's got John Cena locked in the ankle hold. You have, don't think the chat would like to see those foreheads again. Fair enough. Fair enough. Blake Lewis asking, does blading actually give real blood or fake blood? 1000% real. What a blade job is, okay, I'm going to represent this as best as possible. Oh, wait, Shawn Michaels with just a big old super kick. Count of two. Angle's been eliminated. So, blading is kind of like this. So, picture this pen cap right here, okay? Wrestlers get a tiny, tiny, tiny single blade like this. and they wrap it in some tape, something to conceal it. They'll put it in their wrist, like, you know, how some people have like a wrist guards. They put it in their wrist. Back in the day, some people used to put it in their mouth. Yes, that's a real thing. Basically, they hide a little blade, maybe in their boots somewhere, probably not their pocket, somewhere safe that they're not going to accidentally land on it. Anyways, what they do is when the camera is cut away from them, they take the blade in their hands like this, okay, and they poke a little hole, just a little bit through them, just like that, okay, just a little thing so that the people in the crowd can't see the blade, but it sticks out of your thing like that, and you just go right across the top, and you nick yourself right up here, and then all the sweat from your head mixes with the blood, and it starts to just pour down your face. The blood just gushes out. You nick yourself, and mixing with sweat, the blood gets a really, really, really red look. The problem is that some wrestlers go way too deep. They'll like cut themselves really deep. They'll go deep in their forehead. They'll go so deep, which leaves scarring, which leaves it just leaves some pretty deep scarring on the forehead. So yeah, that's called blading, and it's something I'm not personally a fan of. I'm not trying to say it's bad for the business, okay? Like I understand the value in it. I just don't think the value outweighs the risks anymore. And like, yeah, I mean, I don't think it ever outweighed the risks. But it's just kind of one of those things that I'm not a fan of. I don't like you know what? I think this is what it is. When I see blood in wrestling, I don't like to see it faked. How does that make sense, right? Because wrestling is fake. Well, if it happens the hard way, it's an accident in the match. When you see the tiny gashes above the eyes all the time, and you see the blood coming from the same spot, and you see just a little blood trickle out here and there, you're kind of like, you cut your own forehead. You know, it's nothing groundbreaking. You just cut your own forehead with a little blade. So yeah, anyways, that's where I'm at with it. I've always been on that stance with wrestling. I've never been a big fan of blading. Your siblings got tested. Now we are waiting for the results. Fingers crossed there, Barker. Everything's okay, my friend. So blood is not fake in wrestling. So there has been moments in wrestling that blood has been faked. Roman Reigns comes to mind recently. I think Roman Reigns had like a little ketchup packet that he squirted on his head there a little bit ago to give the illusion of blood. So sometimes blood is faked if it's in segments. In actual wrestling matches, 9 times out of 10, blood is not faked. Actually, I would even go higher. 9.9 times out of 10 in actual wrestling matches, blood is not faked. You're either going to be cutting your own forehead open with a blade, or you're getting blood the hard way. So blood is real. The blood that you see out there in a WWE ring, most of the time is real. But how they get bloodied, a lot of the time it's a blade job. Jason Dreamer says, I was asked to blade for a match. I told them nope. If they want blood, it would have to be done the hard way. Turns out they didn't make me bleed for the match. They chose to let me win the match. Well, there you go. Hey, they didn't tell me until the ring announcer announced it as a first blood match. I was not happy that they didn't tell me that beforehand, but I was glad that they didn't do a blade. They did a blood pack. Okay, they did a blood pack. Neat. So there you go. So blood packs do exist. I'm actually so for that, especially in indie wrestling. In my honest to God opinion, indie wrestling should only be blood packs. You don't have the medical team on hand. You don't have the proper channels to go through for protecting your performers. You don't have the revenue to truly shill out the money if somebody was truly injured. You know what I mean? I feel like blood packs should be the only way going about trying to get blood in the independent scene. And I know that's going to rub people the wrong way. People are going to be like, oh, you pussy. We're wrestling some extreme matches over here, death matches, all this. You're a pussy. How dare you say that blood doesn't belong in wrestling? Well, you can enjoy those bloody matches. I just won't be watching it, right? Cena bladed in this match too, by the way, all right? Carlito and Masters working really well together. Into the cover, double cover. 3, Kane has been eliminated by Carlito and Masters. What a big pinfall for them. Yes, I am there, Raul. I am live, my friend. We're live only for a little bit longer, though. We still got about 11, is that correct? 31. We got about 18 minutes remaining. 18 minutes. Oh. But yeah, like this is definitely me. This is definitely not me saying like if you like death matches or if you like really bloods and guts matches, like by all means enjoy them because wrestling is totally subjective. It's just not my cup of tea, you know? Yes, I like a little certain amount of viciousness to wrestling. I don't like feeling like I'm about to watch somebody die. You know, that to me is not comfortable. That to me is not entertainment. I don't like watching something where somebody is on the verge of literal death, like something truly going one step wrong. And granted, you know, a pile driver can kill you in wrestling, okay? Like, yeah, granted, a kick to the face can literally concuss you for life and send you as loopy as all can be. Like, you know, one bad fall can literally end you. But I don't like just seeing the blood pouring out of people. I don't like seeing the rips happening across the back of somebody. I don't like that. That's not my thing. And it's okay to admit that. It's also okay to admit if you do like that. If you do like those New Jack style of matches, right? It's just not my thing. Oh, big shot right there to Carlito. Michaels, big punch to the face of Masters. Clothesline sends Lito over the top rope. And Carlito's in a little bit of trouble. Masters hanging on as well as Michaels is starting to roll. Look at the selling from Shawn Michaels. Big clothesline sends Masters over the top rope as well. Cena's got those wobbly feet. Cena right back up. Scoop slam from Shawn Michaels. Man, Shawn's selling was so good. Woo! How you doing, Lux 7? How you doing, my man? Thank you so much, buddy. Seriously, Luck, I don't know how else to say it. Thank you for putting the channel on your back this past month. Seriously, man, thank you. Oh, big shot right there. The elbow drop from Shawn Michaels. The Heartbreak Kid is in control as we are closing in on potentially another elimination. We got ourselves the 32 bomb, though, from Mr. Luck 7. He says, I'm just trying to keep my name on that belt, LOL, and love supporting the stream. Keep up the great work, bro. Seriously, Luck 7, thank you, man. Like, thank you. Ho, ho. Hey, hey, hey. What? No! It didn't work! What? Ho, ho. This dork wears Crocs. Ew.
Hello, buddy. Hope everything is good. I am just trying to keep my name on the belt.
You got screwed!
And love supporting the stream. Keep up the great work, bro.
Super kick right there to Cena. But Lux 7, man, you got screwed by Barbara. You got screwed by the Boss Battle Championship. And unfortunately, Jason Barker is still the boss. Oh, no! Oh, Raul just stole it. Shawn Michaels has been eliminated by Carlito. Chris Masters to John Cena, and he kicks out of that one. Raul coming in hot here, dropping a 14 bomb, and let's see it if Raul is able to unseat the Boss Battle Champion known as Jason Barker. RIP to Lux 7, man. That stinks. Moose. And we got a new boss. Moose. You guys ready for Moose tonight? Moose. 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 Moose.
I'm stealing it. Hashtag MOOSE.
He stole it. That's right. Raul Kapar, thank you so much, my man. And John Cena hits the 5-knuckle shuffle. With that, my friends, Raul has become the 5-time Boss Battle Champion. Lux 7 is still in the lead, though. Oh, Chris Masters. Yeah, save up for that cocktail gun there, Raul. When you do get it, man. I did 32 just to win, but damn, I'm so sorry, Luck. Like, that is... I don't know what causes it, and I really wish I could give you guys an answer as to what causes the Boss Battle Championship not to update on certain donations or certain times. It is so inconsistent. It has no rhyme or reason for why something won't go through. Just sometimes it chooses not to go through. And I wish I had an answer for you. John Cena fighting back, though. Here's a punch to the face of Masters. Another punch right there, and he's fighting back against Carlito. Oh, Masters, though. DDT to John Cena. And everybody, okay, everybody, John Cena's bleeding right now. John Cena's bleeding right now, okay? I really want to go back 10 seconds. I'm going to try to sync up the time right there on the screen again, okay, everybody? But I want to show you what a blade looks like, okay? So John Cena goes down right here. You ready? Watch his hand after this. His hand, he grabs his wrist right here. See this? He's grabbing the blade from his wrist right there. Okay, so 27, 50, close enough. Yeah, so Cena grabs the blade from underneath his wrist right there, and then that's where he uses on his forehead, and you're now going to see, everybody, John Cena is bleeding. Cena is bleeding, that's a blade job. So yeah, remember what I pointed out there, guys? That they hide it in like their wrists or something. So Cena, this entire match, had a blade in his wrist, and basically he took it out right there after his head ran into something, and he just did a quick little gash, and then either put it back in his wrist or threw it to the side and let the referee take care of it. That's blading 101. Blading 101. Yes, again, everybody, this is real blood. Blading is real blood, but it's a work, once again. They're working. He didn't actually get busted open hard. He put a blade to his face, right? But remember, everybody, make sure you leave a like if you're enjoying the show. Also, making sure you're subscribed. We got ourselves a jackpot in the live chat. Isaac Roa, my man. That's huge, buddy. Get those 500 con coins. They were really trying to put Carlito and Masters over early on, weren't they? But then this is where Super Cena came from. I'll see you later tonight. Kind of soggy about that one. I feel so bad. Okay, Luck. Okay, it's only fair, right, guys? I think everybody here can attest that I've done this before for a few people when it doesn't seem to be very fair, when they really should have won the Boss Battle Championship. Oh, God, Trey! Oh, God! But just for you, Lux 7, for your support, my man, I'm going to add on to your Boss Battle Championship. You're a 12-time Boss Battle Champion. Thank you, man. It's only the fair way, right? But Lucha, we got to do the stupid dance. Oh, good God, you annoyed me. Oh, it's a stupid dance. Oh, good God. Carlito, and then Cena rolls up Carlito. It's over. Carlito rolled up Masters, and that was that. It made it better. No, Lux 7, you have absolutely every right. You dropped $32 to become the Boss Battle Champion, and it screwed you over. I get it. Trey, am I mad at you? I am pissed off. To all hell with you. Wait a second. Here comes Vince I'm not actually mad.
Anywhere. This night is not over. Raise the cage.
Raise the cage?
Raise the Elimination Chamber? What do you mean?
Raise the cage, I said.
Look at the WWE champion.
The reason this night is not over will become apparent in a moment. First of all, I'd like to congratulate John Cena in retaining the WWE Championship.
Cena bloodied to all hell.
Sincere that is. Maybe about as sincere as the good luck to Shawn Michaels.
I'm just joking around, Trey.
Therefore,
It's all good,
there's
buddy.
one more match to happen here tonight. And this individual is cashing in his money in the bank privilege that he earned at WrestleMania.
Here we go.
The WWE Championship match will take place right here, right now.
Wow.
John Cena defends against Edge.
Here we go.
And I said it earlier tonight. Are you kidding me?
Edge is cashing in his Money in the Bank briefcase. He gives it to Vincent Kennedy McMahon, and here we go, everybody. We have a WWE Championship match coming up. Yet again, the Rated R Superstar, Cena, has been just through hell after starting the Chamber and winning his title, retaining his title, and now Edge is officially in the ring. The first ever Money in the Bank cash-in, if I'm not mistaken, guys. Cena's got another war to fight. Not a good chance, not a good look here for John Cena. Cena. What a moment this was, eh? What a moment. Edge. Cena's up. Referee rings the bell. Cena can barely stand. Edge right back after Cena. Right hands to the face over and over and over again. Goes the Rated R Superstar, just beating him down. And then Edge to the cover. 2. Cena kicks out. So, 2. Another cover and another kick out from John Cena. Cena's got to keep fighting, but Edge is just one big move away from becoming the new WWE Champion. Stomping away on a mud hole here down on Cena. Another stomp right there to the face. Edge. 3 stomps to the face of John Cena. Backing up into the corner, and the Rated R Superstar looking to capture the WWE Championship. Ladies and gentlemen, the Money in the Bank briefcase has been cashed in. The first ever cash-in. We're about to witness history here in 2006. Spear from the Rated R Superstar, and he is... Oh my God, I forgot John Cena kicked out. Oh my good God, I actually legitimately forgot Cena kicked out of the spear. Edge is still not the champion. Cena is still the champ. What a kick out. What a kick out. My God, I actually forgot that happened. Now Edge backing up into the corner again. Edge looking for another spear. Cena's on Dream Street. Edge with a spear. 1, 2, 3. Woo! Edge is the new WWE Champion. What a moment. Seriously, what a moment. New Year's Revolution to start out the pay-per-view. To not start out the pay-per-view, I should say, to start out the year. What a pay-per-view to start out the year in 2006. What a moment. Yeah. Then the sex celebration the next night. Is that what it is? Is the next night the sex celebration? Wow, what a way to... That's the way they started out 2006. New Year's Revolution and then the live sex celebration. I actually watched that thing live. So this was the time, everybody, that I was slightly still tuning into wrestling. Not slightly, sorry. I was slightly just starting to really tune into wrestling. 2005, I was here and there. 2006, I watched much more frequently. 2007, I was a full-blown fan. But I definitely watched the Monday Night Raw with the live sex celebration. Totally watched that one. Yeah, Well, I mean, Raul, that just came out recently. That was not news back then or anything like that. It just came out recently that Lita didn't want to do the celebration, and if she said no, she would have been released, because that came out on a podcast, I'm pretty sure, with Amy Dumas, right? That's her real name. I think it came out on a podcast recently. I might be wrong, though. Maybe it was circulating back in the day, but I think it just came out recently. Hey, guys, it's entirely possible it was circulating a few years ago as well. Like, I couldn't tell you for sure, right? So if you guys did hear it a few years ago, then I'm in the wrong.
You know, I said earlier tonight that Lita would look great carrying out the Intercontinental Championship. But who would have ever...
It was circulating, but she did confirm it. There you go. All right. My, oh my, everybody. But Edge is the new Rated R Superstar and your WWE Champion. He's not the new Rated R Superstar, but he is the new champ. Cool stuff, everybody. So that was an entertaining show. Edge cashes in Money in the Bank to become the first ever Money in the Bank person to cash in the contract successfully. There you go. Oh, yeah. Like, seriously. Not me, King of Fate. Yeah, the crowd can't believe what they just witnessed here tonight. Can you guys imagine seeing that for the first time? Imagine being there live for that moment. Like, what a moment. I'm looking forward to it too, Raul. I'm really looking forward to it. I've got a lot of stuff I can't wait to do. I feel like I'm becoming a little bit more prepared with it. But you know what's one thing I really can't wait to stream for you guys whenever it does get released is Hightail. I'm really excited to give Hightail a chance once it comes and gets released. Stay safe there, Roger Dodger. Stay safe, my friend. I'm excited for the CMU too, guys. It's going to be good. The go-home show before Elimination Chamber. Oh, yeah. Just made it to my house. I'm finishing off the roof and need to do the interior on it. Awesome, in your Minecraft world. Eventually, what I would like to do, guys, and I know I've spoken this before, I want to have a Conman Minecraft server. Something that you guys can all go on, you can play, and we can check out your guys' builds and things like that. That's going to be in the future. It costs money to prepare that and to get the server up and running and get everything set up. I got to have moderators for it. There's a lot of work that goes into it, but I have looked into it, and it is something in the future I'd like to set up for you guys. I think that would be a ton of fun. Stuff that I could play on with you guys and all that, right? But yeah, tonight we still got ourselves Impact Wrestling's just regular TV show. That's going to be tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Also, everybody, we're going to be live tomorrow with NXT and AEW, Thursday with the CMU, and of course Friday with Minecraft and SmackDown. Sunday we're live with Elimination Chamber. So that's the show, everybody. Thank you so very much for watching. Thank you so very much for tuning in. I hope you guys did enjoy the throwback stream here today. Next week, we're going to be starting our March to Mania. So that means we're going to be streaming WrestleMania for the next however many weeks, 6 weeks I think it is on the March to Mania. Yeah, I think we got like 6 weeks until Mania or something like that. So we're going to do that every single Tuesday. We're going to have different WrestleMania live streams. So WrestleMania 9 next week, then WrestleMania 10, then WrestleMania 11, then 12, then 13, and yada, 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 right? We're going to roll out as many as we can over the next 6 weeks. But thank you guys very, very much for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy the show. If you did, make sure you leave a like on your way out. Make sure you're subscribed as always. And that's it for the show here today. We'll be live once again tonight with Impact Wrestling at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Huge show tonight. Juice Robinson, Dave Finlay Jr. on Impact Wrestling. New Japan Pro Wrestling crossover with Impact Wrestling. The wrestling world is being turned on its head, and I'm so excited to be in the middle of it. So make sure you check it out tonight, guys. Impact Wrestling at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Take care, everybody. Have yourself a wonderful rest of your day. I've been Khan, and that was WWE New Year's Revolution.